Well, Johnny Peacock and Sarah Story may be Britain's latest golden athletes, but for the first time, the island nation of Fiji has its own golden hero. He is Illiesa Delana, and he's won a gold in the high jump, which is Fiji's first ever Paralympic or Olympic medal of any colour. He's the only competitor representing Fiji at the Paralympics, and here he is celebrating his victory with the Fijian flag, which he also carried at the opening ceremony. There he is there, and he is with me now here in the studio. So warm welcome to you, Illiesa, and congratulations. How did it feel? Because it was an incredibly tight race in the high jump, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was one of my greatest moments in my life. The final of that F42 high jump, it was not easy for me to get the goal. I didn't expect the goal. I was discussing with my coach before we entered the field, just do our best and try to break the PB that we set in the World Championships, and we did it. This far to the goal. I just want to thank the Almighty for the strength and everything that He gave me during that competition time.
You said it wasn't easy, and that's because that all three of the jumpers who ended up with medals, you all jumped the same height, is that right?
Yeah.
But you did something different.
Yeah.
Explain what it was.
The difference is that we reached all 1.74 meters. Just because they count back the jumps that we already done. I didn't drop any one of them from 165 to 168, 171. Then I dropped the bar when I reached 174. Okay. The other two athletes, they dropped the bar maybe because we are given 3 attempts at each height. So they drop it maybe the first or second, and the third one they went over it. Then we all reached 174.
So
but
you didn't know until the whole process came to an end that it was you who ended up with the gold. And I mean, what kind of reception do you think you're going to get in Fiji? Because that amazing gold medal that you're wearing around your neck, and very impressive it is too, the first medal for Fiji of any colour.
Yeah, I still cannot believe it. Yeah, I think they'll be waiting home to meet me in the airport and everywhere, and media. And I always, before coming to the Paralympics, I usually go to special schools and encouraging especially children with disabilities to participate more in sports and what they gain, what they can, the impact of sports they can gain in their life.
How did you lose your leg?
Back in 1987 with a bus accident when I was in the age of 3, and from there onwards I went to normal school, in primary school in St. John of Arc, and also in secondary school in Dover College, until when I found out there always be in national games, which are called the Fiji Paralympic Games competition.
So you were encouraged to get into sport?
Yeah, I started doing swimming. I didn't dream to become a high jumper because all of the sports rugby and athletics.
So you tried a few, and then you discovered that high jump was for you.
Yeah.
Are you, you know, there's been lots of focus. We've all learned so much about many more Paralympic sports in the course of the last few weeks than ever before. Are you ever tempted to try something else? Maybe, you know, now you've done so fantastically well in the high jump. You know, maybe you could be a Blade Runner in Rio for all we know.
Yeah. Yeah. I haven't tried track running 100 meters, 400 meters. Maybe after this Paralympics going back, try to reorganize a prosthetic bionic leg and maybe try tracks.
How much of a challenge is, you know, getting the right support, especially coming from a small nation like you do? I mean, you're Fiji's only competitor at the Paralympics.
Yeah, at the moment I'm the only one who have qualified. Looking at how the Australian Paralympic Committee, we have some conversation with the Australian President, Paul Bird, from there to go and have some training in Australia and funding so that prepare me for the next Paralympic Games in Rio 16. I think that's a place where I have an opportunity to have a blade or spring legs to use on the tracks.
So you're definitely planning on Rio?
Yeah, looking forward. First of all, there are some competition ahead of me. The other 4 games, I want to go and defend again my title as a Oceania champion in Jawan, and improve again in the World Championships
Okay, well, good luck, and in the immediate future, enjoy that homecoming to Fiji, because I'm sure it's going to be something very special.
Oh, yes.
Thanks very much for coming to talk to us, Illiesa.
Thanks for that.